Live YouTube.
Uh,
And we're live. All right. Welcome. Hopefully we get some more people to show up to our May Classroom Collaborative.
Sorry, Peoples emailed me, said he couldn't make it today.
Yeah, whoever comes.
Practice. And then somebody else, what was I talking to? Not Lupia. Masha.
Hi, I'm just trying to
what
find
about-
out if
what's
the
her
golf
name?
clinic will still happen,
I forgot
like
his name.
weather-related.
Anyway, he said he's been wanting to come, but he's taking a literacy class.
Oh, Mr. King?
For the kids.
No, not Mr. King.
No.
Although Mr. King also wants to come, but is also taking a class.
Yeah.
No, he's doing his E&L certification.
Sure.
Yeah, lots of competition for stuff. Miss Pascal.
Hey, Miss Pascal.
Welcome.
How you
How you
doing?
doing?
I'm doing.
Beautiful. All right. So, I don't know. What's on your mind with AI today, Mr. Bill?
You know, it's funny when Miss Pascal walked in, it reminded me one of the things that I'm doing is planning my my summer course, right? The business class or the economics class where they're going to be creating a business. And one of the things that I did, Miss Pascal, that I think you can work on for your kids as well when they do their projects is like an interest bot, right? Like what are kids interested in that could be something that could become a business idea? So it sort of walks them through, you know, what kind of things are you into? What do you like? What problems do you see around you that could be solved? And then from there, helps them brainstorm ideas to come up with the business, which would be like one of the starting point for that class.
Yeah, I know you use a lot of Shark Tank when you
I do
do that.
a lot of Shark Tank. I also even used AI to come up with a list of possible products.
Yeah.
And services.
You do?
I did.
So you
This
give them
is the first time to help them. Not all of the kids use it. This is for kids that got stuck and just couldn't.
Right, okay, yeah.
One of the common trends that the high schoolers and college kids are looking at these days are what are products that currently exist on the market and how can we embed it with AI to make it even better. So as an example, there's a high schooler who made an app called Cal.ai.
He's so good.
I think his company is like at $100 million revenue this year.
Long Island, like local. He's the
Yeah,
only
there's
one
a
out here.
local kid.
That's crazy.
And
College kids still.
no, high school.
Oh, high school.
High
Senior.
school.
He's a senior.
He's a senior high school. He's got 4 co-founders, but basically they took MyFitnessPal where they log calories and they found a friction point, which was about people don't want to spend the time to catalog and type in the
It is annoying, yeah.
and do that. So the idea was snap a photo and let AI map from your photo behind the scenes of the calories, the nutrients, and it's like up to 90% accurate. And it's got, I think last I checked, around 80,000 5-star reviews on the App Store.
Wow.
Whoa.
Did you see the recent
And there's
article?
a monthly.
They charge $30 a year for the subscription service,
Oh, that's not bad.
right?
That's
So
$30 is worth.
Yeah.
and they currently have a lot of people using it to solve a problem. So the common trend seems to be these days is
What's
how
out
do you
there?
take something that exists and just improve it with AI?
Well, one of your students did that. One of your groups did that.
Yeah, the therapy, right?
Yeah, AI therapy.
There's AI therapy,
Yes.
but wasn't there also like an AI like water consumption?
There is, yes.
Right?
There was
Like,
one of those.
How
yes.
much water
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
drinking, and it
much
reminds you how
water
much you
you're
have to drink.
Because
Yeah.
we have. because
Oh,
I
there's
have
a
some of
bottle
those
that keeps track. You're right. The bottle
But
itself.
the bottle itself keeps track.
Right.
I have one of those you fill up. I use it all weekend long.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and it always has the time on it. It's 9 o'clock. You should be here. You know, it's 11
Right,
o'clock.
right,
you should
right, right,
be
yeah.
here as you're drinking water and it's going down. But AI. But what's interesting, what's coming up this coming round,
Yep.
is the Smart Pass. Smart
Smart.
Pass using AI technology and Bluetooth. When the kid takes the pass to go to the bathroom or someplace, it actually tracks them and times them
I like that.
when they leave and come back. Yeah.
I feel like
didn't see that one.
Yeah, that one is I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
yeah, it solves a problem that we teachers have, and for students maybe it could benefit them if they had like if you spent less than 3% of your class time out of class, then you qualify for some said,
Raffle. or-
yeah, something.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I
Yeah.
think about all the time too, sometimes I'm like, okay, look at your logs, come to team to know who are our frequent flyers, be
Right.
prepared to talk about like, they have to be limited, they need an escort,
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, and it's a pain, and especially when you're a sub. You're
Yeah.
subbing or you're covering for a class. That happened to me, I can't remember the name of the kid, but it happened to me the other day. I was in a class and, the kid immediately came in and asked to go to, she can go to the bathroom. I hadn't even read through all of the notes to find out that kid was not allowed to go. So then I had to call security, and
Oh,
to
shit.
security, and that whole thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they knew, I'm gonna take advantage, she's covering the class.
Right.
That's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
But I got security involved, and then administration got involved.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Okay.
Now, I can't say anything happened. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they did get involved.
so I
it
mean,
would
goes
be nice.
to the point of what happens if that pass wasn't just how would that actually become a thing? Like, what would be
Well, what
required?
if you could do a thumbprint, or you could do something else, so you know exactly who the student is, so that if
Have
you're
them
in a
sign their-
classroom or an iPad or whatever it is, right? And so
Scan their ID.
therefore,
Yeah, there you go.
that student, if the class is being covered or the class has a substitute, you have it in the notes. Yes, but as soon as the kid picks up the pass,
And then
it comes up.
maybe-
Yeah, you can't go, you can't go, you can't go.
You have used your
Or
allotted
call for
time for the
escort.
month.
Call for
In
escort.
English and Spanish and
Yes.
Asian. In all three languages.
Or you've already been once this week, that's
Exactly.
it.
Hey, how about that?
Yeah,
Now,
right.
even
I like that part
every
too.
period.
Yeah, so the teacher should be able to input rules, right? The student can only go once or twice a week or whatever it
You're
is.
like, if then.
If then, right, yeah.
rules that you put in. But
That
I
would
mean,
be the back end of it.
Hey guys,
it's
it's
endless
developing.
when you think about the possibilities.
I can see the possibility being that it keeps track of the whole school, and then when David has to go to the bathroom, it'll say, "No, you've already been to the bathroom when you
In
were
math class, in
music."
science
Right.
class, in music class.
Exactly. I mean, it's
Let
a good
AI
point.
take care of the back end of the data analytics,
Yep.
connect it to the pass, and frankly, that could be, again, what are things that AI, not just by itself, brainstorming the ideas, but what can you just do with AI to make something better?
Absolutely. My youngest is a data analyst at the University of Georgia in Athens, and they are starting to add in AI for certain aspects of his job.
And the guy who made
Yeah.
Cal AI, that you don't need to start very complicated. You just start with basically using the existing tools like ChatGPT as a first version.
Right.
It gets you to the first version real fast, although it's not very secure and it's not very robust.
Right.
But then, hey, if you can validate that it's a good idea because people take their card out and say, "Oh yeah, can I sign up for the early access?" Then you pursue it and you try and build it.
Mhm.
That's true.
But otherwise, it's just an idea that your friends and family will say is good because they don't have to take their credit card out.
Right. But I have been on every diet pretty much my entire life that has existed. And I hate need to go in and write down
Yeah, it's so annoying.
everything. It's annoying. It really is.
Maybe you should try Cal AI.
I don't remember to do
You
that.
know what? I know this is like classroom collaborative, but the idea that you just gave me is, why don't you go through and document our own pain points and then have the kids try and solve them?
Through AI.
Yeah, like we as teachers can come together and collect all the things that are pissing us off this week, personal or professional, and be that a source of problems that students can pull from.
That's actually, I think, a pretty good idea. Like, if it was, I think, school related, for the kid who is stuck on the group who is stuck on 1, 2, 3, here's what 10 problems our Highlands teachers have said, or that they need help solving. Can you come up with a way to solve it that connects to AI,
Solutions.
right?
How many different solutions?
Yeah.
Can we start with the dress code or the lack thereof?
Listen,
Yeah.
The amount of girls
It's
I
already-
sit there
I know.
with shorts and cut off tops, and I want to just smack them. What the hell is wrong with you?
we fought this for years, and now they relaxed the dress code, so it's a free for all. Like they used to not be allowed to wear, what was it, spaghetti straps or?
Yeah, then you're supposed to have a jacket on. You have to have sleeves.
No, not anymore. You used to have sleeves.
Oh, that's true.
Or it was
I had always
like a
assumed.
three-finger rule,
What's up?
Right.
like a three-finger rule had to have.
Yeah,
a
right,
strap
something like
under
that, but
the
now they got rid of that in the dress code.
Well, they don't have a dress
No, they
code.
don't.
There is no dress code.
So people wear
And
offensive.
I find it offensive. When I hit a girl last week, she took her shorts, it was elastic, and she rolled them.
Yeah.
And her butt cheeks were hanging out. And I pulled her
I
aside.
used to have a
You
kid.
need to unroll that because I find it offensive. I am a grown woman. I don't want to see your butt cheeks.
Yeah.
I
And
had
that was last week, yes.
a high school, I think she was a senior.
Mhm.
And she was very tall, she was gorgeous, very, very pretty girl. But she dressed like that, with like these Daisy Dukes, and it's like nice period, like how has nobody told you to change? I feel uncomfortable, she sits in the front, I'm like, I don't feel comfortable
Yeah,
sitting there.
but it does, I'm a woman and I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Right, yeah, that's.
So I can't even imagine.
Yeah. And I bet there's a lot of people that feel the same way. And
Absolutely.
what do you do about it? Add it to our list of problems, and maybe they can come up with a solution to that.
An app that you take a picture of yourself and it tells you if you're dressed appropriately for school.
We used to have the two-finger rule, three that with shorts. You have to put it back down. Yeah, so your shorts and skirts had to be past your. Because there's a lot of tall girls here and their shorts are pretty short. And I know it's difficult for real tall girls to find longer shorts.
Right.
The stores don't always offer.
Yeah.
So that could be a problem. I can see that.
Could be just where do you get good school appropriate inexpensive clothes, or
Mhm.
I just get pissed off that all the kids who wear all the hoods, I still it takes me so much time to learn who they are because I physically don't know who they are besides they have their hood and they're covered and they pull the thing tight, and they're walking in the hallway and I'm like, hi, gray sweatshirt, because I don't know who it is if I can't see them. And some people just like to hide under their clothes, and
they have the earpods in, so that's what everyone
earpods, hood. Some people have the mask to hide their face. It's just hard to learn more about them if they're not visually there. I'm not saying, maybe you're having a bad hair day, put it up one day, but every day of the year,
Right.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
You know what, we have one more district tech committee meeting, right?
Yeah.
At least one more?
at least one more.
So we need to get Rocco to download for us the library catalog.
Yes, that's such a good idea.
Because Meryl's got too much shit going on, so I don't want to keep putting it on her.
I did just see at the Lyric conference.
Yep.
It's of course not the day I'm going, but I will be able to, I think, get the material from this librarian.
Mhm.
There's it's called Library Oracle. Are you going this Thursday?
I'm going both days. So is Ina. So just tell us who to find.
So it's a session in the morning. It's called Library Oracle, and it seems to be about this idea of library related AI.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about trying to get the catalog online, so it's a book recommendation. If I'm not there, I'm with a class. There's 5 students, and they don't, I don't have time to talk to all of them. Figuring out how to load our catalog into, I guess it would be SchoolAI, right?
Right.
And be able to make book recommendations off of that.
Such a good idea.
I think that would be, so that's a session. I'll send you the session. That way you can maybe pick up a QR code if she has it or something.
I find music recommendations that way. I'm I actually learned why I like the music I like from ChatGPT. This weekend, I was trying to figure out why my brain gravitates towards the Sum 41 Linkin Park type alternative rock. I know that's the type of music I like, and it's not really made anymore as people, I guess, grew up with their musical taste. But it helped me figure out that I like things that are up tempo, that have vocals, that are melodic in the way that the words sound together. And it just broke down all these elements, and it gave me 5 different artists to check out, 3 of which I liked.
That's pretty cool.
So what did you put in?
I just said, help me figure out why. Here are some of the songs that I like. Help me figure out why I might like them, and then recommend me music that you think I'll like. I'll listen to it, tell you if I like it, and then you refine your recommendations as I tell you, I either liked it or didn't like it.
Huh, interesting.
And I was, my wife and I were going to an Avril Lavigne concert, and she
You found out
loved
you
it.
don't like Avril Lavigne because ChatGPT told you.
Well, I don't love Avril Lavigne, but my wife loves it, and I am going to be a good husband. But I was like thinking about why can't I love it? Like why am I keep listening it, trying to get into it to get excited, but why is my brain not letting me like it?
Okay.
Got it.
Because like musical taste is, you can change what you like. Like that was the trigger point for it.
You're a good husband.
I do have a question, school
Thank you.
AI related.
Yes.
Why is in the space, it takes long for them to answer back?
It's
Like-
slow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why is that girl here?
you need something.
What you need? Oh, look, why are they all here?